Ese me gusta. Con alguien sí. Está más fácil de cambiar.
Este señor está haciendo algo muy ingenioso con este balde, porque moja la tierra con un poco de agua, luego lo tapa con esta lata durante la noche, y hace que a la mañana cuando la levante esté lleno de insectos, lo cual tiene mucho sentido teniendo gallinas, ya que para ellas es como un festín caído del cielo. Este señor está...
¿Usted tiene familia? Bueno, yo tenía un hermano gemelo, pero se murió cuando estábamos recién nacidos. Después se supo que el que se murió no era mi hermano gemelo, no había sido yo. ¿Usted tiene familia?
Who do you think tried to take you out? So I'm going to give you some big breaking things.
Free for all. Eliminate the enemy. All of them.
Chinga. Pase de lanza, compita. Compi. Un permisito, un muchito. No. Esta noche tenemos que ganar. Yo no entiendo por qué hace eso. Bueno, está chido pues, pero aunque a veces no me ayuda mucho.
Care package standing by. Mastermind ready.
Oops.
Copy. Visual on your mark. Care package inbound. Hostiles in the area.
Pero bueno, lo que pasa. No me mates.
You have the lead. Keep it up.
Ajá. Está bien flaco que no le puedo pegar. Espérate. Estamos echando pinches estos. Bueno, a veces no se da. Y a veces se va.
The enemy is in disarray. Press the
A
advantage.
veces, ¿eh? ¿Qué pedo? ¿Qué clase es eso? No me hagas eso, boludo. No me mates, por favor.
Hostiles launched the cruise missile.
Bueno.
Mission time is half over. Maintain the
Acabó.
lead.
Ni me di cuenta que estaba.
Enemy UAV active.
El flaco que tenemos. Para. ¿Qué más mates? Ator. Ya.
The mission is complete. Good work.
Se agradece. ¡Qué buena!
Aaron is 18, he's handsome, he's tall, he's rich. He's unleashed in New York City. Are you sure you want to reverse Roe v. Wade now?
I'm going to make this country great again. It's not a great country right
It's
now.
always a great country.
See,
It's always a great country.
Okay, but I'm good with names, you know.
You are. Tampon Tim was good. Is
The problem
that?
with Tampon Tim, it's hard to say. There are some like Comrade Kamala. It's
Yeah.
a little hard to say. She's not bad. When you put the names together, it's a little, you got to be able to pew.
So they're making a kind of a point. I have a hard time doing it with basically a truthful person. But, and something.
All operatives, you'll clinch the
Hello,
guy.
everybody. Welcome to Flagrant. And today, this is the first time that we've been able to say as we are sitting down with Mr. President. Mr. President, thanks so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, this is awesome time for your time.
Okay.
I just became a dad. My buddy over there just became a dad, Mark.
Yeah, that's
And
good.
okay, so here's first question.
Well,
You have these children that are seemingly well-adjusted, successul, and I think most importantly, they appear to like you.
yeah.
We've taken
Okay,
the lead.
I grew up in the city. I grew up in the city, and there's a lot of people who had like very wealthy parents, and like the kids kind of resent them. They're almost like waiting for them to like die, and they end up in like rehabs
Doing
and all
drugs,
other
God
stuff.
knows what, yeah.
How do you raise them in the public eye where they, still become ambitious stuff?
So I do have good kids, and 5 and 3 wonderful children. very different. They are so different. But, you know, one thing that was in common that I did, I always used to say when I was with them, or when they were leaving a room, I would drive them crazy. No drugs, no alcohol, no cigarettes. I would say that.
Did you say that to Don?
Yeah, that's a little wild. A little wild. Yeah, he can be a little tough.
He told me a funny story.
Go ahead.
Okay. I talked to a bunch of people. I was trying to, prepare for this.
Right.
He told me a funny story. And he said to me, he goes, once he asked if he could have a couple of friends over for New Year's, was it New Year's? No, it was July 4th.
Right.
On top of Trump South.
Right.
And you said yes. He's like, I want 5 friends. You're like, okay, I'm out of town. Go for it. He brings 200 people over to Trump South. Okay?
That's right.
Okay. He says that you weren't supposed to be there. So you end up hear some noise upstairs. You come up.
Bro, what's the
What's
fact?
everybody doing here? Get the hell out of my house. He said he came to the next door to sit down. And he
Yes
said,
or no?
to this day, but it never brought up
Eso no me
what
agradó
had
mucho.
happened. And he said, I'm starting to believe.
Thank you.
So, then you give him close. No, I think that's a good thing. Never forget.
A lot of people like to forget that guy.
Serious?
Good guy. You know, he's
El
taken a
vato
lot.
tiene la cara tapada y no lo pudiste amar. Ahora,
He went into the world of politics not because he wanted to, but because I was there, and instead of automatically you drag the family in.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy, what he had to go through was Russia. What's going on? And all of a sudden he's in front of grand juries, Congress. It was a hoax. It was a total hoax.
Yeah.
This was a made-up hoax by crazy Nancy Pelosi and these, the maniacs. Yeah. Hillary Clinton, who's totally nuts.
Yeah.
And he always said, Dad, I know nothing about this stuff. And he'd go before the grand jury, and Comey, Comey, who was the worst, just a bad guy. But he went through a lot, and it actually made him tougher. I don't know if that's good. He's a tough cookie, right?
Yeah.
And it made, in his case, it made him tougher. Ivanka did a great job. She didn't want anything. All she wanted to do was get people jobs. I would have made her the ambassador to you, and I wanted to do that. I think she would have been incredible, the whole forum. She would have been great, but she didn't want that. She didn't, and that would have been a very glamorous position. Yeah. She would have been great there. All she did was go to see companies and hire people. She wanted, and she hired, I think it was like 10 million people, some incredible amount of people. She'd go to Walmart, she'd go to Exxon, she'd go to these big companies and see if she could get groups of people hired. Yeah. And she loved doing it. It was no glamour, there was no anything, but she got people jobs.
How did you do that as a kid? I think a lot of kids just grow up with wealth. Yes, they kind of are lazy, and they feel like they have no direction in life. A lot of times they turn to like drugs and other shit. How do you instill the ambition?
Well, I've seen a lot of wealthy families where the kids most of them don't work exactly well. Some don't turn out to be like kids that end up being the father, or the father maybe wanted them in business. I mean, I have one father that's very competitive with his son. If his son were more successful than him, he would be unhappy. I said, you said it's supposed to be the other way around.
Oh.
Yeah. My father is so proud of me. He was a successful guy. Yeah. But my father wanted me to be more successful. I mean, he was so proud of all the things I used to see what happened. Yeah. But, he just a father. And I think most fathers are that way. I hope that. But I've known many fathers that are very successful that didn't want that broke up over their son's success. In the few cases where the son was more successful, which was very seldom, actually. It's very seldom. You take people like in sports, it's a microcosm of life, but it's quicker. And you'll take like the greatest golfers and they have a son and they'll be really good as a young, and they never supersede, almost, I can't think of any, they never supersede the father in terms of success. And in sports generally, basically, you can go through a lot of different sports. And it really is a sort of a microcosm of life. With life, it takes a lot longer to find out the
Come to fruition.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but we said you're a great father up top. First thing you say is, I've got great kids. You didn't take credit.
And then your entire answer, I thought this was really cool. Your entire answer is about how great your kids are. That was a very cool
Thank
thing.
you. I think I like this interview. I think it's right. And by the way, congratulations. I think the show is is crazy monster success.
We're doing pretty good. We're very,
It's really good. And right in the middle of a campaign with only 29 days to go.
Yeah.
And you're taking up time.
Yeah. Just to talk about your family. Yeah, let's talk about it.
You know what it is? It's a different world out there. You guys, some others.
Yeah.
You know, you had the standard television stuff for many years. And that's still, I think it's underrated now. I think it's still very important. But there's a whole new thing. Elon interviewed me on something.
Yeah.
And I think they said 275 million. Wow. Hits. That's a lot of people. That was a
recommendation. Yeah.
But it's a whole new, different way of getting the word out. Right?
About Elon, you're African American?
It's a piece of work, I'll tell you. You know, it's a great talk. Yeah. And it is obviously a great
Mission's complete. Good work.
Yeah. When I saw the rocket engines come back, I said, what is that? Like a couple of years ago, you don't see rockets go up and then they crash into the water. And I see the engines are coming back and they're landing.
It's unbelievable.
They're landing and they land on a raft in the middle of the ocean someplace with a little dot and they land right on the top of the spot.
And my wife can't parallel parks.
I know, most people can't. But no, he's great. But he's got a great heart. He was with me, as you know, on the other night.
Yeah.
And we were honoring a man who got killed at a rally. Corey, firefighter, great guy. And it was a beautiful evening. But Elon went out and he loved the crowd. He loves the country.
Yeah.
And he's picked a side. A lot of people don't want to pick a side. I have a lot of people that are big supporters of me.
Yeah.
But they won't go all out. You know, they can't.
They're scared.
There's a cost.
Yeah.
There's a cost. Yeah. There is a cost, but there's also a liability. I mean, you know, some people, I respect it a lot. This guy was up there doing jumping jacks. You gotta vote for Trump. You gotta vote for
jumping high.
Yeah. He was jumping high. You know,
quite African.
He's in good shape. I'm looking at his waist. I'm saying, wait a minute, does he work out or something? But he really, and he had a great time. And you know, he's not out that much. He's probably maybe a little. Would you say he's a little reclusive? Possibly.
Yeah. He's also busy.
He's very busy and maybe a little reclusive. Yeah. But he had the greatest time. He was saying, look at these people. We had 100,000, more than 100,000 there. It was a record. Nobody's ever seen it. It was a celebration of a life, and it was really it was a mega area. He was a big mega person. His family was there. Two other people that were very bad people were also celebrating. They were very bad. They weren't actually expected to live. Yeah. And they lived. And incredible doctors. Some of those country doctors, the big doctors that we spend a lot of money, they don't do as good. I will tell you right now. I don't want to knock anybody, but those country doctors saved two people. I was told that three, don't think of that. Three would be in trouble. Three were going to tell stories and they did, but the other two were so bad that they said they would make it. Yeah. And those country doctors, they pulled them to death. They did a great job.
Okay, so you come back into this place where, you know, they hit you. Headshot. You'll survive.
Yeah. It's not a good feeling.
Yeah. Are you scared?
No, I'm not scared. You know, I have an attitude suggesting
Hardpoint
it's sort of,
compromised. Secure
it
the
is
area.
what it is, but then they're going to start
Hostile
seeing
machine
it.
guns on Confirming next
I thought it was
hardpoint. Stand
important to go
by.
back. A lot of people, I guess, agreed with me because there was over 108,000 people in here. That's a lot of people.
Target area updated.
You know, if you have a guitar, it's easy. If you don't have a guitar, I have guitar. I do have that. They're like, but I don't have a guitar.
Yeah, you have a guitar.
Yeah. So anyway, no, I like it when somebody like Elon, who has a lot to lose, is willing to do what's right. Yes. Some people know what's right. And I'm not just talking about a guilty people, but if they don't want to, they're going to get
They don't want to
No, no, they want to be politically correct. I think for themselves and for a lot of people, they know that.
Okay, opening line when you walk out there.
Right.
I mean, I was wondering what you were going to say. And as a comedian, oh,
Yeah.
and
He was a hell of a comedian, by the way.
no, I appreciate
What
that.
the word is,
So I hear you go, I hear you go, as I was
Throwing flash grenade.
research or what?
they went, I would say, crazy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't get Tommy's experience. I'll tell you, you have this as a comedian, or even as a comedian, you make a speech and you make some very serious statement. So when I was very serious and somber, I was celebrating my life that he's no longer with us. And I wasn't sure whether or not that's
Sniper's
once I said I'm going back,
Changing man.
I wanted to go back to work. I wanted to actually finish my speech, okay? And when I got up, I
Flash
said,
out.
let me finish my speech. So I thought I was very large. But I really wanted to finish my speech. You know, when I went down, I was sort of like embarrassed. I said, I hold these people because it was my first thing. I don't want to be embarrassed. I wanted to,
¿Qué estás haciendo?
That's right. That's one of the hardest things.
I would all say, you know,
Masters.
smile a little bit, but not really. You guys want
That was close.
It wasn't a surreal experience. That could be a surreal experience. Like when something happens, some traumatic thing happens. People are focused on where that happens, something terrible happens like that. Shot in the air, and Secret Service thought I may have been shot. I knew they didn't see it, but it was shot all over because there was a lot of blood. Just a little fact, it's the bloodiest place. It bleeds more than anything else.
Oh, wow.
Now, it's good to be shot this way, not that way.
Yeah,
That's bad. So I would be doing this right now.
Guys, I got some stand-up shows coming up for the life tour. The remaining
Hostile
shows
eliminated.
of the life tour. This weekend we'll be in Minneapolis and Milwaukee. We're going to Denver the following week. We have added a third show there. We're also going to Cincinnati that weekend. We had a second show there. Rama, Ontario as well. We'll also be going to Salt Lake City. We added a second show there. Reno, we have 2 shows. San Jose, we added a second show. And then we are wrapping up the 21st and Hawaii. Clydesdale Arena. I'm pronouncing that wrong. Anyway, thank you guys so much for coming out to the store. It's been absolutely fun. Tickets. Don't try to be sellers. So grab those. I'll see you out there. Thank you so much. Peace.
Also, show dates. October 10th, we got a show tomorrow. It's sold out. You can't come. October 17th, we got a show at the Stress Factory. We already sold out 6 shows. We're adding a 7th. We're going to buy those tickets. We'll sell out. It's New Jersey. The tickets are selling out like, hey, October 17th, we had it at 4:30 p.m. show. That's how crazy it is. Buy those fucking tickets. After the 17th, I'm at the 19th. Also, 25th, 26th. November 1st. All those things at AugustineGame.com. Also, I'm sure a fan base is doing the damn thing. You want to place your bet? You ain't want shit in your life, and I know this. So I just need you guys to the professional first, they call it. I need the professional game. Anyway, I'm also going to talk some sports on there. We're going to live stream this Thursday. Give a little live stream Thursday night football game. Talk some sports. If you missed that, come see me fan basis. Let's get back to the show.
My son, Don, was a great shooter, so was a great shooter. He's like better than Stretch.
Flash out.
And they say it's amazing because it was 130 yards. To me, that sounds like far away, but it's not. He said that it'd be like sinking a 1-foot putt.
Hostiles!
It's just a decent shooter. Wow. And I don't know if you guys are shooters, but they said
Bad choice letting me live.
it's almost a checklist if you really consider that place.
Changing back.
I mean, 500 yards, very doable, but this is the best in the world yet. And so he said, I think Don would get more religious next year. You want to know. But that would look like he gets the pot.
Okay, here we are. We have Dustler's faucet. This is a piece of off-road. Dustler's faucet. What attaches to the faucet. Get your fastener to fasten the faucet down to the sink. We'll tighten it. Here's my clamp underneath. On the money. Now, don't have to really shoot.
Enemies inside the perimeter.
If I tightens the nut down, talk.
Taking fire!
Hardpoint compromised. Secure the area.
It's just the doctor actually. When I got to the hospital, they were fantastic. I get there and the doctor, we were
Hardpoint relocating.
looked at
Stand
me and
by.
looked at all these and said, "You, I got enough of you." Wow.
Enemies
So
inside the
you should
perimeter.
immediately go out and buy a lotto ticket. Can you imagine something about
Hardpoint relocating. Secure.
So I've been doing this for 25 years. I said, wow. Because it's a difference.
Hostile eliminated.
It's something that is, relatively
I'm reloading.
relative, not so bad compared to what could have happened. So I feel very lucky.
Taking
It
fire!
was an amazing experience, a
Flash
horrible
out.
experience in most ways. In some ways, it was beautiful because I was somehow,
fire!
I hopefully
Reloading.
always protected the firefighter. I was going to get the hit right to the rear end. Yeah. This is where there's a little bit of a tough time. But it was a amazing experience.
And you feel like it's increasing your spirituality after something like
Well, maybe, especially when I'm hearing from people that do and are good at it, that it is almost impossible to make them feel like a 1-foot putt. You start to very much get a specific with that putt. The point of it to a 1-foot putt, so it's a bad shooter
Hostiles!
from that position. 100% of it. Wow. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah. Here I am. We're doing this wonderful interview with Boyd. Got a honest pistol. But here we are. So, if y'all going to do this kind of chill and it's entertaining. It's this funny stuff. You wouldn't participate. It's nice that I think it's up. So, first of all, I did the I went down and I did a good job like that. They bullets were winging over my head. I would have been up for another couple of seconds. I also wouldn't have been carrying. Yeah, I consider that as luck. That's turning to the right. It was like 1/16th of a second. Yeah. It was the only time that I was right percent. If I would have gone a little further, I would have been hit. If I would have gone not as far, I would have been hit. It's a little tiny moment. And the amazing thing is, the sign is always on my left, and it's always wrong.
Flash
And I
out!
only use it 20% of the time, maybe even less than that. This was a chart. This was a chart on immigration because I had the record. I did a great job on immigration. They are not doing too well. They don't break it.
Secure the field. Mission accomplished.
3 or so. The FBI never got it. The other issue is the apps that go. And I believe they were foreign based apps, from what I understand. Oh, wow. They haven't opened them, and they're foreign based. And you hear all about Iran, because I was rough with Iran, but I want to see Iran do.
Liberty Mutual customized my car insurance, so I saved hundreds. But the money I saved, I'm gonna get a wax figure myself. Oh, right in the temporal lobe. Beat it, punks! Only pay for what you need.
Do you think men can give birth? I think that, yes or no question. I think that a person who is assigned male at birth, I don't think they assigned male at birth, so people are not male at birth. I think that a person... See, your evidence that college is a scam, my friend.
So what do you say in some cases women with IUDs are murderers?
Of course not, they're not murderers.
So what's the difference between an IUD killing a conceived zygote and like a mother going to Planned Parenthood and killing the fetus in her womb?
That was actually the best point somebody made.
It's not about the cells. It's not about... No, I'm speaking.
Hello, everyone. I am Charlie Kirk, founder of Turning Point USA, and I am surrounded by 20 woke colleagues. My first prompt is, abortion is murder and should be illegal. Okay, hello, what's your name?
Julia.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
We get our terms right first?
Yeah.
Okay, abortion is the forcible ending of the viability of a being in utero, otherwise known as a fetus. We agree that's what abortion is?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, great. And then is the intentional taking of life with killing or sudden death. So murder would be the intent with intent to take another life. We agree with that.
Okay.
Okay, and then we agree that murder in general in society should be illegal.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
So yeah, no, I do want to preface that. So I think one really important thing that the Bible says is to not kill. And just going back to the topic, I think there's a big difference between, cells in utero than a living, breathing, existing being. And while I do believe it's murder, and that's just my personal belief, right? I don't believe in telling people what to do. That's not up to me, and it's not up to us as well as Christians to judge.
Should we prevent murder in society?
For sure, yeah.
It should be illegal.
But I think that it's really different, right? Because, these people aren't...
Friendly mosquito deployed.
You put that target
Sorry,
on yourself.
The enemy's taking the lead.
Nice
to meet you.
Okay, can I just ask, how many weeks do you think that a fetus is viable?
Well, viability and moral worth are two different things.
No, but I'm asking you.
Well, at about 20 weeks, a baby can survive outside.
So it's actually
Well, it's 20. The youngest ever in a NICU unit actually happened in San Diego, not far from here, and survived at 20 weeks.
Okay, so under Roe v. Wade, 93% of abortions happen in the first 30 seconds. That's 93% of the abortions happen well before a fetus is technically viable as hormone.
Let's go into viability. So, what is it about, let's say, a 6-week baby that has a heartbeat, its own DNA, fingerprint, brain waves, that is less moral worth than an 88-year-old right now home down the street? That person requires assistance, requires help. Why is it that a 6-week baby is of less moral worth?
Well, first of all, it's not a baby, it's a fetus.
What does fetus mean?
A fetus is in utero.
What does fetus mean in Latin?
What the
It means little.
It's smiling. Okay,
Smiling is creepy.
Or smile. But let's go back to, we're losing track here.
No, but is what species is the fetus?
The fetus is not a species yet. It's technically classified as a parasite.
So, I can't really get past that. Are you saying a baby?
A parasite is not a tumor. Those are not the same thing. A parasite is defined as something that cannot survive outside of the baby before it's live cannot survive outside of a woman.
Got it. Let's extrapolate that. Are old people with Alzheimer's and dementia that are eating every day, are they parasites?
No, they're not parasites. They're human beings who are on the brink of death.
Got it. So my 4-month-old that requires mom's breast milk and requires daily changes and feedings cannot survive without its own. Is my 4-month-old parasite?
Drink water from its mouth.
We have taken the lead.
But it cannot. Can it hunt, gather, and it reason?
But that's not what qualifies something as being
Okay,
an
so
organism.
let's get back
An
to
organism simply means, can you survive outside of a womb, outside of your womb?
Got it. So I just make sure I'm clear. Why does that then equate to moral viability?
It equates to scientific viability.
Why? Under what standard?
Because it is not alive, and you are acting right.
Fíjate a dónde disparas, idiota!
What is something
While
that has
sacrificing the needs of a woman who is alive.
got it. So, but a mom can survive
Yeah.
without the baby, right? The baby cannot survive without the mom.
Yeah.
But a mom cannot survive without the lungs. So it's not her mom. It's not
Yeah,
her
I
DNA,
know.
so it's not her choice. So it's a.
It actually is directly her DNA.
It's
It is 100%. It's 50% of her DNA.
you're gonna win. I'm telling you. This could take a while.
Switching
Okay,
maps.
first of all,
Do we have our terms correct?
Got
Do you
one.
agree?
actually, no. Well, first of
Okay,
all,
got
I
it.
would like to refine our terms. I
Got
have
it.
2 points bring up after that, though. So you define murder as like intentionally like I think that's a very poor way to define murder because if someone were to like break into my home and point a gun at the heads of me and everybody I love, and I intentionally kill them to prevent them from unaliving killing my family, I don't think I murdered them, right? So I would define murder as the unjustified termination of a human life.
You're making a good point. Let me further clarify that. So, self-defense is very warranted.
Exactly, right?
But I can see where you're going to go with how that has to go with abortion, but we can go down that journey in a second.
Yeah, so I mean, like, I kind of think when giving my argument for one choice, why I think it's justified, but first, I think that, you know, your position is quite absurd, right? Because you're saying that it is murder to kill a human being at any point in development, especially in this. My question to you would be, well, does this make women with IUDs murderers? Because it is the case that in some scenarios, an IUD will allow for conception to occur, meaning there's a unique human life there, but it will prevent its implantation, intentionally killing it.
Well, no, preventing implantation is not necessarily the same thing as terminating a fertilized egg. For example, you take Plan B. Again, it's not the same. Preventing the progesterone is not the same thing as terminating a being that has been fertilized. You do not know for a fact that the egg is fertilized. You do not know that. Even I do.
Okay, yeah, so preventing enough fertilization or either lining is killing a conceived zygote. So what happens? A sperm goes into the egg, that becomes fertilized, conceived zygote.
I'm reloading.
In some cases, it would prevent the implantation of the conceived zygote, killing the conceived zygote.
In some cases, correct.
So you say in some cases, women with IUDs are murderers?
Of course not. They're not murderers. We do not know for a case. That's like saying that.
So what's the difference between an IUD and like a mother going to Planned Parenthood and killing the fetus in her?
Well, so you're asking two separate things. If they knew for certain, that'd be more clear that I have a fertilized egg, not to take a drug to prevent that fertilized egg from attaching to their well, that's actually killing or murder, of course.
Okay, so
But
you think all murderers should go to jail?
Do I think all murderers should go to jail? I mean, on third degree murder. However, no, I don't think women that got abortions at IUD should go to jail. I think that they have been propaganda. Secondly, the people who should go to jail are the abortionists, who are the ones that have been putting the abortion pill, the ones that have been doing procedures, the ones that have been going into the third trimester and breaking babies' backs and inserting them with syringes while the babies are crying and suffocating, being born alive, and then being dead on the operating room. That is who should go to jail.
Oh.
That's actually the best one.
We'll have to talk
I know.
Okay, whenever we talk about this discussion, it always goes to the question of what about in the case of the mother when her life is in danger? Because as a believer, I don't feel it to be unethical to abort her. Even so, I don't think murder is justified. Guys, wait one point and vote me out in 1 second. Say the mother gets pregnant and she knows that if she gives birth, she will die. She has some kind of health complication. Then what do you do in that case? I don't know what that means.
C-section. They do an insert.
Guys, wait, hold on. Give me one second.
They go right below the belly button and they deliver the baby. And that just have to give birth. It's technically birth, but it's much safer. So that's actually safer than an abortion. Okay, sorry, Lily.
Throwing flash grenade.
Friendly care package on the way.
What's your name?
Nice to meet you. I would say with abortion, I think it's very complicated. I think the issue that I have
However,
just
got their sniper.
for life.
Reloading.
If you want there's a couple hundred miles that actually working there. Not giving any sort of allowance for that. And I think, you know, a lot of people who are pro-life, they say they're pro-life, but I feel like they're really pro-birth because, you know, with firearms, the United States is the highest firearms deaths out of OECD nations, right? Not that that's the first people actually living and breathing. Especially like, well, yeah, it is. I can definitely see your point. I just think that it should be allowed to switch.
Okay, great. I'm happy to get into this stuff later, but I want to really stay focused on abortion.
Right.
You can say you see my point. You see the world also where since we know it's human life that it should be illegal since we don't allow murder in our system.
Well, that's where I have the issue because abortion is not done willy-nilly. Like the life of the mother is always.
How many abortions do you think we have every year? Just guess.
I'm not sure.
Guess.
I'm honestly not sure. Maybe, I don't know, 1,000?
4,000 a day. So it is kind of willy-nilly. We have 1.6. Sorry. Hello.
I just want to clarify. The thing that you're aiming for is less abortion, right? That would be what you want, or at least no abortion.
Eventually, it's also a protection of those that can't protect themselves. But yes, and that's why once after reversal of Roe versus Wade, we saw abortions go down dramatically in Texas, Alabama, Mississippi. We saw thousands of babies that are now alive and well that are able to have amazing lives thanks to the reversal of Roe versus Wade.
I think a lot of that is true.
It is, but
it's not true because when you make abortion illegal, it doesn't actually decrease the amount of abortions that happen.
That's a nice talking point. In Texas, the numbers show differently. The birth rate has gone up.
Yeah, legal goes down, but illegal abortions still happen. Abortions still happen outside of whatever data you're showing.
That's not true, but let's just say, well, if you
40?
You want to, well, first of all, you count the abortion pill, you're right, but that's a separate thing than a chemical abortion and surgical abortion are different things. So I'm not debating you, I'm debating her. So if you want to do the flags and come back in, try and be faster next time. So let me ask you this. So the question is, we should try to limit unjust suffering of human beings, right?
Sure.
Okay, that's my position, is that there's unjust suffering of anywhere between 1.4 to 1.6 million abortions a year of human beings that are being massacred in the womb. Okay. So that's not a woman's rights issue, that's not a men's rights issue, that's just a human rights issue.
Okay, the best way to decrease abortions happening is proper sex education. Limiting abortion and making abortion illegal does not actually decrease the amount of abortions that happen.
So what is your evidence of that?
What is my evidence of that?
Because we have increased sex education in the last 30 years.
No, our sex education is so bad in America.
A todos, a cada rato. Es la energía del planeta. Sí, entiendo. No es lo que tú sentiste porque hay un cambio en el sonido de los elementales. Cuando el planeta, es la frecuencia o variaciones de frecuencia del planeta que no nos afectan, inmediatamente el cerebro traduce, está temblando. Tiene todos los síntomas de temblor, no se está moviendo nada. A mí me pasaba eso algo mucho. Los últimos 2 meses, como que estaba temblando, no estaba temblando. Porque está sintiendo la energía del planeta, no está cambiando, se está moviendo. La Tierra está perfecta, pero la energía no. La gente sensible, tenemos acceso a presencia sensible, está temblando sin que esté temblando.
¿Por qué andas tan colgado, tío?
Pero me dijeron que era mi presión.
No.
Que era la presión, pero yo sentía hasta me boté los martes después de llegando al hospital. Y yo dije, ya está temblando. Entonces dije, ¿qué siento? O sea, sentí mucho mareo. Me dijeron, es la presión.
Es que se van a saber. Víctor, ¿ya eres consciente de tu evidencia o todavía vas a seguir de necio? ¿Ya eres consciente? Pregúntale a los marcianos si es cierto lo que yo estoy diciendo cuando nosotros sentimos que tiembla sin temblar. ¿Qué dijeron?
State Farm can help with your claim.
I feel better.
Good neighbors show up when you need them. Contact State Farm agent Tanya Patzner today.
When kids get into serious trouble, juvenile detention is oftentimes the least effective option for reform. A community-based intervention program is more effective and less complex. To find a list of community programs in Omaha, go to leadingreform.org.
¿Qué dijeron? Eso. Obviamente no te compares con gente que no es como tú. A mí te dicen, ay, estás comiendo mal.
Y yo, ajá, mareado. Pues sí, por eso no abro la boca, porque no debo hacerlo. Sí, se me salió con mi señora. Estoy mareado. Falta de vitamina. Tome algo, creo. No, manches, ya no digo nada, ¿no? Entonces yo me sentía así, como, es que yo me mareo después de un temblor. Quedo así mareado. Entonces eso es lo que pasó. Me hubiera sido con un médico brujo. Iba a ir con alguien que te diagnostico y lo llevas al médico.
¡La tenía!
Pues no sé, bueno, es por eso yo hacer una por allá, ¿no?
Eso.
Si ya sabes que un pendejo te va a dar un mal diagnóstico porque vas con un pendejo.
¿Qué te costaba hacer eso?
Tú también traías un contacto con seres oscuros. Es normal sentirse así cuando estás teniendo un contacto con ellos. Te sientes como convertido. Vas caminando como de lado.
Thank you, arigato.
O sea, tú juras que vas derecho, pero la gente ve como que andas un poco desfasado. Porque tu equilibrio está afectado por seres de cuarta dimensión porque su frecuencia es distinta. Entonces es como choco.
¡Chinga! ¡Ah, chinga! Pues ¿dónde está este güey? Bien. Oye, este güey se la trae contra mí. Ya
bueno, tú estás viendo a la gente chaparra. ¿O tú te dicen chaparra o la gente chaparra?
Tú ves a la gente chaparra.
No, te están poniendo aquí una película para que tú te impresiones, a que quieren impresionarte. No pueden afectar la pero si tú estás viendo a la gente chaparra, es que alguien se está encargando que tú los veas chaparros porque tú te creas más alto. Entonces lo primero que dices es, déjenme a la gente en paz, porque toda la gente tiene el mismo tamaño. La gente cuando tiene un contacto oscuro tiene la misma altura. Pero si hay estos truquitos psicológicos y los he visto. Quiere decir que tú has andado muy lógico en cosas muy mentales, buscando información.
Pues de hecho, algo hace años siento que no aquí te caen en el eso no son. Yo tengo un par que es por serio.
No sirven. No sirven.
La chingada, pues ¿dónde está?
The mission is complete. Good work.
Estás en pausa, Luis. El problema,
this is the person that wants you to let them in the bathroom with your young daughter.
You say you care about students, but half of you are not sure what gender is, especially transgender. You know, the lawyer said transsexual earlier. That's not the correct term. It's transgender. I'm a transgender woman. My pronouns are she, her, and I will only accept those pronouns. I will not be addressed any other way. And in the workspace, I'm protected by that. Our students should be too, especially when they're not over 18 and don't have a voice. What is this fight really about? Why is it such entrenched? I know we hear a lot about religious liberty, and quite honestly, I did Christian education all through college. I don't remember any of my doctrinal classes mentioning only male and female, and that's the way it should be. If you feel it is, awesome.
Boys have a penis, girls a vagina.
Be sure to like this video if you haven't yet.
¿Qué más, colega? ¿Cómo estamos?
Oye, ¿te me va de aquí?
¿Por qué me voy ahí?
Ese viejo está vendiendo limonada aquí.
¿Y este señor qué le pasa?
Se me va de aquí, ya, hágame el favor, ¿sí?
Y a la hora de estar somos colegas.
No soy colega suyo.
Yo tengo derecho a vender.
No, pero aquí no.
Cuidado, cuidado.
Tengo rabia.
Cuidado.
Tengo rabia, tienes como...
Cuidado, yo de aquí no me voy.
De aquí se va.
Ya le exprimo 2 limoncitos aquí. Esto es puro limón puro.
Ese no es limón, ese es frutiño.
Buenas, buenas. Venga, ¿cómo diga la limonada?
A 2000.
A 2000. Papi, yo la tengo a 1000, natural, 100% natural. Limón puro.
¿Cómo me vas a quitar el cliente, hombre? está quitando el cliente que vino a preguntarme, no se ha descarado, ya ves.
Ahora sí.
Eres un maligno, eres maligno, me quitaste el cliente.
Buena. Papi, ¿qué limonada? 2 limonadas.
¿Cómo es posible que tú me vas a quitar un gran cliente que tengo yo hace 20 años? Ese yo me conoció ni con mis 2 manos. Un saludo para mi colega Alfredo Reyes.
Alfredo Reyes, mi hermanazo, bendiciones. ¿Qué más, colega? ¿Cómo estamos?
Oye,
Are you a lawyer?
I am.
Nadie notó cómo, debido a un error enorme, la empresa Kodak desapareció por completo.
Es que lo tengas. El problema es por qué te lo pusieron. Porque tú les diste permiso. Si no les has retirado el permiso, siguen teniendo el permiso de venírtelo a cambiar. Por este, antes de que estaba percibiendo si estaba fundido, o si te lo han estado cambiando, pero yo nomás lo veo fundido. Quiere decir que de buenas a primeras, por obra y gracia del Espíritu Santo, te pusiste en esta frecuencia emocional, por lo tanto a ellos les cuesta trabajo aproximarse a ti, pero sigue el riesgo latente. Entonces, pues bueno, es que no quería hacerlo. Bueno. La única forma que eso no se vuelva a repetir es entendiendo lo que tú eres. ¿Te fijaste cuánto tiempo me tardé, Víctor, tratando de convencer lo que estaba platicando con un arcángel? Hay una raza que él está viendo. ¿De dónde provienen? ¿De dónde? Sí. ¿Se lo habían? Ni siquiera sabe que es un marciano encarnado. No tiene idea. Pues la única forma en que tu cerebro quede completamente en calma para que bajes el riesgo a lo mínimo de que te vuelvan a buscar para cambiártelo, es entendiendo tú de dónde vienes. Si pudiste ver la raza de... Las tuyas o no las hay, todas tienen agüita, güey. Todas tienen agüita. ¿Qué raza es la que está al lado de la solo? Descríbeme los que están sentaditos o acostados al lado de la solo. ¿Cómo sabes que son sirenas? ¿Tienen pelo o no tienen pelo los dos? ¿No? ¿O ya llegaron las de pelo? No, vete con la sirena. No tienen pelo, pero tienen cola de pescado. Sirena. Los sirenos no tienen pelo, las sirenas sí. Obviamente lo primero que vas a ver es tu propio cuerpo, para que te entiendas lo que tú eres. Ahora pregúntale si me equivoqué en lo que te dije. Ya para que alguien le pongan un chip, es que ya estás consciente. Por eso no sufres en ver. Ya el cerebro dejó pasar la información a tu parte consciente. Pues no, que fluye la cosa. Chicos, ¿cómo te llamas? Métanse en las vivencias de Ismael, bola de sirenos güeyes, porque vean nada más cómo lo dejaron aquí. Así trátate de todo. Y córtenle todo el contacto con los seres oscuros que lo han buscado. A partir de este momento, le retiren permiso que les dio para que lo contacten. No tienen permiso de le tomaron muestras genéticas. En este momento son canceladas y transmutadas porque no tenían su permiso. ¿Qué pasó? Pues diles que se les quite. Diles que se les quite. ¿Por qué están serios? ¿No? Pero diles que por qué estaban serios. No tienen respeto. Esa es una emoción humana. ¿Por qué estaban serios? Más o menos. ¿Eres papá? ¿Tienes un sobrino que quieras? ¿Es un perro? Dos sobrinas. ¿Las quieres? ¿Las quieres?
¡Pendeja! ¡Chingado, madre! ¿Por qué haces eso?
Pero deben de tener. Si yo te dijera que tienen como no les conviene, lo más mínimo, que las violenta, ¿qué carajo? Imagínate que yo te digo, oye, tu sobrina tiene un galán bien lindo, bien metrosexual, pero que la violenta. ¿Qué carajo? No tienen tus emociones, pero estaban serios. Te voy a decir por qué estaban serios. Porque por alguna, te dije que por obra y gracia del Espíritu Santo, Señor y dador de vida, si así lo quieres ver, ¿no viste ahí, el que haya sido tan violentado como Víctor? Pregúntales. Ya están saliendo, ¿verdad? ¿Ya pasó el susto, güeyes? Pendejos, ustedes por qué dejar solos. Si no te refieres así con ellos, tu conexión no es en automático. Por eso los pendejos. Mira, ¿se enojan? Ayuda. No, esa te la doy yo, ellos no. Yo soy el humano, ellos no. Ellos no entienden lo que tú necesitas. Ellos no saben que tienen que hablar contigo para que tú entiendas. El único que está convenciéndose en tu vida lo que tú quieres es tú solo. Sobre tus vivencias. Ellos no se van a meter en vivencias de personas, pero sí de extraterrestres y de seres espirituales. Tuve la experiencia de irte a un café.
Chingada madre, puede.
Mejor llegaste a una esta. No entiendo su cara. Chicos, no me han analizado. Así es. Así es. ¿Por qué crees que los hipersensibles empiezan a hacer así? Mira. 1, 2, 3. Víctor, ¿te sentiste incómodo? 4, 5. Luego activaste las alarmas. Estoy en pausa, Luis. Si tú sientes a los sirenos, difícilmente te va a volver a pasar. Es muy importante esta conexión sentimental con ellos, ¿eh? Porque ya les traes así, ya les diste las pompas, la lengua, todo, güey. Todo en serio. No es broma. Pero fue a lo mejor en tu inconsciencia. Ahora te acabo de ser consciente, pero sí tienes el riesgo que tú te metas a meditar con un idiota que contacta oscuridad. Te vas con un chamán que contacta oscuridad. Te vas con el que sea que contacta oscuridad. Tu cerebro tiene grabado ese caminito. Sí te lo tengo que decir. La idea es que ya no vuelvas a ser pues, incrustado. ¿Ok? ¿Ya te sentiste mejor? ¿Por qué traías desactivar esa cosa?
Pendeja, ¿por qué chingados siempre haces eso?
Y el tiempo no existe, hombre, si lo hayas. Ya no, ya les dijiste que se metieron en tus vivencias, ¿no? Ya a partir de ahorita, ahora sí nada más estudies. Pues pregúntale si es tu arcángel.
Una tostada.
Ah, pues dile que después, ¿cuál es el tuyo? Te voy a ver un color.
Seriously? Ah. Por pendejo.
We have secured the field. Mission accomplished.
Sí, está bien, pero no se defina. Aquí ya se viene.
Sí, felicidad, decoraciones. Necesito tomar un poco de atención. Las nuevas estrategias se decía, la idea mía era una casa de arte, decoración.
¿Qué dice el parcero? ¿Qué va a hacer o qué?
Fui a San Marcos Sierra, cerca del Club del Eje, y desde el primer día empezaron a suceder cosas muy extrañas. Para mí, mi entendimiento en ese modelo yo era un modelo de una delincuencia más grande acá de Argentina, o sea, mucha modelo publicitario, actor publicitario, se mucha publicidad para el Centroamérica. En fin, era una actividad mucho más frívola. Y decido irme a Córdoba y la primera noche me vi como fosforescente. Todo el cuerpo. Estaba acostado y en la madrugada siento así una linda sensación, me fijo y estaba fosforescente.
Déjame ver.
Y entendí que había estado todo el día al sol y que podía hacer efecto del sol. La segunda noche energía que me movía a 1,70 m con una esfera luminosa que no venía de ningún lugar, en la misma habitación, o sea, no sé si es la habitación del hotel. Veía eso y no tuve miedo, pensar que en ese momento era un tipo muy miedoso y inseguro y estar en ese hotel donde éramos...
¿Qué hotel era?
Era el hotel de Amautas, se llamaba. Y bueno, sentí como que era la presencia del espíritu de mi abuela, no sé, yo en ese momento sentí esa visión artística y quedé tranquilo, me sentí seguro. Y dormí, el tercer día empecé a escribir una obra de teatro de una forma así compulsiva, una obra de un thriller policial. 2 días escribiendo una obra que la leo y muy terrible, ¿no? Y bueno, me habían comentado que en ese lugar se veían naves y yo como la curiosidad de un chico que quería ver qué pasaba. Y la última noche me quedé a esperar al pie de un cerro y veo cómo se lleva hacia el cielo. Veo que había una estrella movimiento irregular que hacía con movimientos erráticos y se movía hacia un radio no muy lejano y veía que esa estrella se iba aproximando hasta que se posó sobre el del Cerro Alfa. La luz importante se posa en la cima. En ese momento me quedé sin aire, quise sacar fotos y la cámara no las tomaba. Cuando yo veo la luz esta, en las montañas había signos luminosos, como si fuese una proyección desde el cielo. En las montañas. Veo signos luminosos, yo en ese momento no. Proyector, armado en figuras geométricas.
Que venía del cielo, no es que venía de la tierra.
No, venía del cielo. Claro, era una proyección sobre las montañas y se veía claramente. En ese momento, cuando quedo sin aire, siento internamente que tenía que hacer algo diferente de lo que estaba haciendo.
¡Disparar la concha de tu madre!
En ese momento entiendo que
¡Qué
hay
mala
algo más.
puntería, boludo! Mira, ¿y dónde lo tiraste?
Y en el momento que yo siento todo esto, empieza a hacer sus movimientos y se vuelve para el lugar que es para Capilla del Monte, para el lado del Torto. Y bueno, esa noche me vine hasta al hotel y le comenté. Y entonces me aconsejó que tome una buena ducha, al otro día hablamos. Y al otro día yo le conté la experiencia mía. Esa misma noche fue a dormir y en la habitación veía todo en infrarrojo. Veía todo en la materia, bancos, la cama, con la luminosidad roja, pura la habitación y yo con los ojos abiertos. Y también yo entendía que era por el sol, por la luz. La luz que yo vi no era. Y este señor me explica que lo que había visto era mi cuerpo físico, había visto una luz no muy intensa. Pero mi parte de mi espíritu estuvo en contacto con esa luz, su cuerpo, que es por eso que se produce este fenómeno. Yo estaba tapado y sentí una sensación de plenitud,
¿Nada tenía?
No, todo el cuerpo, o sea,
Buenísima, no, qué bien que está.
Claro. Se juega en granja, todo mi cuerpo, yo me tapo así, me veo, me volví a tapar.
Eso estaba
y entendí, porque estuve todo el día sol. Me dormí. No le di más importancia que él.
Siguió. Bien.
Y seguí.
Y al otro día vio.
Esta noción que tenía fue como una especie de limpieza física, para que después venga el otro día ese ser que es como una energía que manda del exterior para controlar y armonizar. Era como primero la limpieza, después la armonización y ver si podía estar en comunicación con la persona. De hecho, en esa semana yo pinto 5 cuadros. En esos cuadros un señor que hace quiromancia vio y descubrió y me enseñó a ver que me había pintado dentro un gran triángulo, 4 ceros y yo en el centro. Esto me pasaba el caso que yo escuchaba de todos. No sé, era tan raro porque son cosas tan personales. Y hoy, después de tantos años, me doy cuenta que fueron reales. Porque
esos seres
que fue real el encuentro, lo que
pidió un don, piensa.
Sí. Me dio una sensación especial también con lo de la música. Porque de hecho, bueno, aquí en Santa Fe, mucha gente vio la ópera Viva María, Madre de Dios, una obra que escribí yo siendo monje, y escribo y dirigía grupos estaba la Universidad Católica, actores, cantantes, bailarines, una ópera con música en vivo, que trabajamos junto a Lucía Díaz, ella estuvo en toda la parte musical, coordinación y dirección musical y coral. Ahí intervinieron alrededor de 100 artistas. O sea,
claro, ¿no tenía noción de música? ¿Usted había estudiado algo?
Yo había estudiado de chico guitarra y después música expresiva, expresión corporal y todas técnicas de expresión corporal en la infancia, a los 12 años. Después hacer una carrera técnica, pero
no puede. ¿Qué pedo?
A partir de ese encuentro y bueno, y después empiezo a estudiar pintura. Después el trabajo me lleva a estudiar historia de los monjes benedictinos católicos. Cuando llego a ese lugar, que era una imagen de la Virgen, que yo había soñado con acercarme a ese lugar 3 años antes, cuando vi después de haber visto la nave y de haber tenido sueños proféticos. Ahora puedo hacer un viaje astral conscientemente. Puedo hacerlo conscientemente y trasladarme a otro lugar en pensamiento. Pero son técnicas que uno la va adquiriendo con el tiempo y se va dando cuenta que hay otra gente que ya lo sabe hacer.
¿Qué sería viaje astral? ¿Lo puede contar?
Es como, por ejemplo,
el alma
es como que sale parte espiritual, sale conscientemente hacia otro lugar, que uno no puede elegir hacia dónde. Por supuesto, no es fácil, uno tiene que tener protección espiritual.
¿Por qué? ¿Qué puede pasar?
Porque puede quedar como un vacío, se puede ocupar por cualquier otra energía. Uno tiene que pedir una protección para el cuerpo y para ese tratamiento que va a hacer.
Que puede ahora, cuando dice que puede hacer un viaje astral a Salta en este preciso momento y que pensar, ver lo que está pasando allá, pero estar acá charlando conmigo, o es como que queda en la... ¿Cómo sería?
Bueno, el Padre Pío hacía la solución. Sí, que podía estar en un lugar y en otro lugar también era visible. Si él tenía esta posibilidad.
¿Qué rol juegan extraterrestres con almas o seres que fallecieron o están en otra dimensión? ¿Están en lo mismo, en distinto?
No, yo creo que los seres extraterrestres son seres elegidos por Dios. Creo que estamos próximos a tener realmente seres de otros. Yo creo que en algún momento vamos a tener así como una convivencia con seres de otros mundos para que no sintamos esta cuestión del ego de decir yo.
Hola, buenas tardes, gente. Mi nombre es Enrique, soy de los famosos hombres rata, de los que viven acá abajo del viaducto sobre el Distrito Federal. Yo me dedico a, me escuchaban los itinerarios, así de México, ¿no? Y pues aquí abajo, pues después se ven un chico de pendejadas, aquel carnal que me da por caminar aquí en la madrugada. Yo estaba viendo batería. Cuando recién salí del anexo que dije que regresé otra vez para acá, estuve fumando por una semana. No sé si era mi locura, no sé si era mi cacao o el chile, si era verdad. El último día que viví con ella, me dijo que me cuidara mucho de acá abajo, porque no tanto por lo que me vaya a pasar, sino porque aquí abajo juega mucho la mente con las drogas. Me dice, no quisiera que te quedaras acá, y me confesó que según llevaba 40 años de putas acá, y que aquí la jugaban, aquí la misma, y ya podía salir de acá y dijo que en ese entonces era el vicio de la mota y fue lo que me aconsejó, ¿no? Que yo ya dejara de dejarme aquí adentro. Hola, buenas tardes, gente. Mi nombre es Enrique, soy de los famosos hombres rata, de los que viven acá abajo del viaducto sobre el Distrito Federal. Yo me dedico a, me escuchaban los itinerarios, aquí en el teléfono, y pues aquí abajo, pues después se ven un chico de pendejadas, aquel carnal que me da por caminar aquí en la madrugada. He visto a gente viendo cuando recién salí de la casa, dije que regresé otra vez para acá, estuve fumando con una semana.
Cuando una persona cae en un silo de granos, en el momento en que queda enterrada hasta las rodillas, queda inmediatamente inmovilizada por el grano, y cuando éste comienza a llenar sus vías respiratorias, empieza a ahogarse lentamente. Por esta razón, en los Estados Unidos, los equipos de rescate utilizan estos paneles naturales para tratar considerablemente, la víctima puede ser Cuando una persona cae en un silo de granos, en el momento en que queda enterrada hasta las rodillas, queda inmediatamente inmovilizada por el lentamente. Por esta razón, en los Estados Unidos los equipos de rescate utilizan estos paneles celulares para tomar alrededor. Esta herramienta crea una manera que permite retirar el grano de forma segura. Sin embargo, si el espacio es reducido, se utiliza que vacía grano a un ritmo de un pucho inmediato. Una vez que la presión ha disminuido considerablemente, la víctima puede ser elevada hacia
Don't say I never gave you anything.
Queda inmediatamente inmovilizada por el grano y cuando vías respiratorias empiezan a ahogarse lentamente. Por esta razón, en los Estados Unidos los equipos de rescate utilizan estos paneles militares para formar un tubo alrededor de la
I'm reloading.
Sin embargo, si el espacio es reducido, se utiliza un tornillo sin fin que vacía grano a un ritmo de un push-up y medio por minuto, y una vez que la presión puede ser elevada. Cuando una persona cae en un silo de granos, en el momento en que queda enterrada hasta las rodillas, queda inmovilizada por el grano y comienza a llenar sus vías respiratorias y empieza a ahogarse lentamente. Por esta razón, en los Estados Unidos los equipos de rescate utilizan paneles celulares para formar un nudo alrededor de la persona. Esta herramienta crea una barrera que permite retirar el grano de forma segura. Sin embargo, si el espacio es reducido, se utiliza un tornillo sin fin que vacía grano a un ritmo de un bushel y medio por minuto, y una vez que la presión ha disminuido